What if I told you that the vitamins sitting in your medicine cabinet right now, the ones you've been faithfully swallowing every morning, trusting them to protect your health, might be doing absolutely nothing? Or worse, could actually be harming you? Here's what the supplement industry doesn't want you to know. The United States government does not require vitamin brands to prove their products work before they hit store shelves. No safety testing, no potency verification, no oversight. They just print a label, stuff a bottle, and send it straight to your local pharmacy. And some of the most trusted, most widely recognized names in the vitamin aisle, they are the biggest offenders of all. We're talking about brands generating hundreds of millions of dollars in annual sales, brands your doctor has probably recommended, brands your mom has been buying for decades, and many of them are packed with cheap synthetic ingredients your body can't absorb, hidden allergens, artificial dyes linked to hyperactivity and inflammation, and in some cases, pills that don't even dissolve inside your body. You're literally swallowing them whole and flushing them out the other end. That is not a joke. That is something independent lab tests have confirmed repeatedly. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 8 vitamin brands you need to stop buying immediately, and then we'll show you the 2 brands that nutrition experts and functional medicine practitioners actually trust with their own bodies. And before we dive in, if you've ever stood in a supplement aisle feeling confused, overwhelmed, or deceived, this channel exists for you. Hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell. Every single week, we cut through the corporate noise and give you the honest, research-backed truth about the products you put in your body. You deserve to know what you're actually buying. Now let's get into it. Part 1. The brands to ditch. 1. Spring Valley, the Walmart deception. Let's start with the one that's probably already in your home. Spring Valley is everywhere. It's cheap, it's convenient, and it lines the shelves of nearly every Walmart in America. But that massive presence has absolutely nothing to do with quality and everything to do with rock-bottom manufacturing costs and iron grip distribution deals. Here's the truth about Spring Valley. Independent lab tests have repeatedly caught their products delivering far less of the active ingredient than what the label promises. We're not talking about a small margin of error. Some products came back with a fraction of the advertised dose. So if you think you're taking a full dose of vitamin D3 or B12 every morning, your body might be barely registering a drop of it. Then there are the fillers. Spring Valley loads their supplements with hydrogenated oils, talc, artificial colorings, and low-grade binders that serve zero nutritional purpose. They exist only to make production cheaper for anyone with sensitivities to gluten, soy, or synthetic dyes. These hidden additives are a ticking time bomb, and most consumers never connect the dots. But the most explosive red flag? Legal action. Consumers sued Spring Valley after lab testing revealed that certain herbal supplements products marketed as ginseng, ginkgo, and echinacea contained little to none of the advertised herb. Instead, the capsules were packed with cheap substitute powders, rice flour, legume dust, even ground houseplant material. You read that right. Houseplant material. Labeled and sold as medicinal herbs. Spring Valley made quiet tweaks after the lawsuits. But if a company cuts that kind of corner once, what else are they cutting corners on? The answer: everything. They still don't publish third-party batch testing results. Without that transparency, you're taking their word for it, and their word is not worth much. 2. Nature's Bounty Adult Gummies Candy, dressed as medicine. Nature's Bounty has mastered one thing above all else: marketing. The brand looks premium, the packaging is sleek, the ads are everywhere. But their adult gummy line? It's closer to a bag of candy than a legitimate health supplement. Let's start with the sugar. Some Nature's Bounty gummy formulas contain glucose syrup, cane sugar, and artificial flavors all in one serving. They sweeten them with synthetic dyes like Red 40 and Yellow 6, both of which have been linked to hyperactivity, headaches, and allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. This is a supplement designed to improve your health, with candy dye in it. But the sugar problem is just the beginning. Gummies are chemically unstable. Heat, moisture, and time cause the active vitamins to break down long before you ever open the bottle. Third-party testing has found that some Nature's Bounty gummies deliver significantly less vitamin D, biotin. and vitamin C than the label claims because the nutrients have already degraded on the shelf. There's also a silent overdose risk nobody talks about. Because gummies taste like candy, people, especially children, eat more than recommended. Fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D and vitamin A are dangerous in excess. They build up in your tissues. And when something tastes like a strawberry treat, the instinct to stop at the correct dose is genuinely difficult to override. Nature's Bounty sells you the image of health. What they're actually selling you is a sugar delivery system with trace amounts of vitamins if you're lucky. 3. 1A-Day Multivitamins marketing over molecules. 1A-Day is one of the most iconic supplement brands on the planet. The name alone implies that one little pill will cover everything your body needs. It's one of the most comforting lies ever told in a supplement. The core problem with 1A-Day is bioavailability, a word the industry desperately hopes you never learn. It means, can your body actually absorb and use what's in the pill? And with 1A-Day, the answer is mostly no. Their formulas rely on the cheapest possible synthetic forms of vitamins. Their magnesium, for example, is typically magnesium oxide form with a bioavailability of approximately 4%. You absorb 4 cents on the dollar. The rest passes straight through. They also use synthetic folic acid instead of the body-ready methylated folate, which is a serious problem for anyone with MFR genetic variants, a genetic condition affecting up to 40% of the population that makes it nearly impossible to process the synthetic form. Add to that the artificial colors, titanium dioxide whitening agent now under intense scrutiny for inflammatory and digestive effects, polyethylene glycol, and hydrogenated oils, and what you're left with is a pill that's more chemistry experiment than nutritional support. The label looks impressive, 20+ vitamins and minerals, all in one convenient pill. But the doses are too small, the forms are too cheap, and some minerals actually block the absorption of others when combined in the wrong ratios. 1A-Day gives you the comfort of thinking you're covered. Your body tells a very different story. 4. Centrum, the doctor's recommendation that doesn't hold up if 1A-Day is the people's multivitamin. Centrum is the one that comes with a stethoscope attached. Doctors recommend it. Hospitals stock it. It has been on pharmacy shelves for decades and has built a reputation that feels almost medical in its authority. That reputation is wildly undeserved. Centrum uses cyanocobalamin, the cheapest form of vitamin B12, instead of the bioavailable methylcobalamin that your body can actually use. They use folic acid instead of methylfolate. Their vitamin K2, critical for directing calcium into your bones instead of your arteries, is simply absent from most formulas. Then there's the issue that stunned many nutritionists when they first heard it. Some Centrum tablets have failed disintegration tests. These are tests that check whether a tablet actually dissolves in your digestive system. Some Centrum tablets don't. They pass through the body largely intact. You swallow it, you absorb almost nothing. You throw the packaging away thinking you've done something good for yourself. Centrum is also loaded with controversial additives, artificial colors, metallic pigments, polyethylene glycol, and titanium dioxide. Their marketing philosophy is quantity cram every vitamin and mineral imaginable into a single tablet and call it comprehensive. But real nutritional science isn't about quantity, it's about quality, absorption, and balance. Centrum delivers the illusion of all three without the substance. 5. Nature Made, the trusted name that betrays that trust Nature Made sounds responsible. It sounds like a brand that cares. And for many consumers, the pharmacist-recommended label on the packaging is enough to seal the deal. But look past the label and you'll find the same patterns. Magnesium oxide instead of magnesium glycinate or malate. Cheap synthetic forms across the board. Nature Made's tablets have also appeared in independent dissolution tests, showing they don't fully break down in the digestive system. A pill that doesn't dissolve is a pill that doesn't work. It is literally an expensive placebo. Their calcium supplements frequently omit vitamin K2, which means the calcium you think you're absorbing into your bones may actually be depositing into arterial walls, instead a cardiovascular risk that makes a calcium supplement actively counterproductive. Nature Made is reliable in exactly one department: reliability of disappointment. It's a brand that's mastered the language of trust without delivering on what that trust requires. 6. Sundown Naturals Clean Branding. Dirty ingredients, non-GMO. Gluten-free, dairy-free. The Sundown Naturals label reads like a health food store manifesto, and that free from branding is exactly how they hook consumers who are trying to do better. But behind the clean claims are the same cheap synthetic nutrients found in every other budget brand: magnesium oxide, synthetic folic acid, cyanocobalamin, mineral salts with minimal absorption rates. Multiple third-party tests have found that Sundown Naturals products don't consistently deliver the nutrient doses, where active compounds can fall dramatically short of advertised amounts. Worse, many of their free-from products still contain artificial colors, processed oils, chemical stabilizers, and sugar alcohols like sorbitol and maltitol that can trigger serious digestive discomfort. The brand positions itself as the clean, conscious choice. What they've really done is master the aesthetic of clean while maintaining the infrastructure of cheap. 7. Airborne, a lawsuit waiting to happen again. Airborne built its entire empire on one promise: take this fizzy tablet and stop colds in their tracks. It was created by a school teacher, the marketing told us. It's Dr. Trusted. It's the thing you grab at the airport when you feel a sniffle coming on. Here's what happened next. Airborne paid tens of millions of dollars in legal settlements after being sued for false advertising because they had no clinical evidence, none that their product could prevent or treat colds. Not a single credible study. They were selling a story, not a supplement. Look at the ingredients in most Airborne formulas and you'll find mega doses of synthetic vitamin C, sugar, artificial flavors, and the same synthetic ingredients found in budget brands. It's a premium-priced, beautifully packaged supplement built on a foundation of marketing fiction. Your immune system deserves better. 8. Smarty Pants Gummies. The smart choice that isn't Smarty Pants has done something genuinely clever. They've made vitamins feel aspirational. Bright, modern packaging, made with premium ingredients messaging. A line that spans kids, adults, and prenatal. They feel like the enlightened, millennial-approved alternative to dusty old drugstore vitamins. But Smarty Pants Gummies contain organic cane sugar, tapioca syrup, and glucose syrup, sometimes delivering as much sugar per serving as a piece of candy. Their serving size is 4 to 6 gummies to hit a full dose, which means most people either take too few and miss Nutrain. Their nutrient forms are an improvement over brands like Centrum, to their credit, but the sugar load, gummy instability, potential for overconsumption, and premium pricing don't add up to a product that justifies the cult-like following it's developed. Part 2. The brand's worth your money. Thorne Research. The gold standard. Thorne is the brand that functional medicine doctors, elite athletes, and research-backed nutritionists reach for when they stop caring about marketing and start caring about results. The difference between Thorne and the brands above is fundamental. Thorne uses bioavailable forms of every nutrient, methylated B vitamins, chelated minerals, active nutrient forms that bypass common genetic and metabolic absorption barriers. Their manufacturing facilities are NSF certified, and they publish third-party testing results. Every batch, no exceptions. Thorne is not the cheapest option on the shelf. But when you factor in how much more your body actually absorbs and uses, it may be the most cost-effective choice you make. 2. Pure Encapsulations Clean. Simple, trusted Pure Encapsulations is the brand that allergists, immunologists, and functional practitioners recommend to their most sensitive patients, and that tells you everything. Their formulas contain no artificial colors, no hydrogenated oils, no unnecessary binders, no common allergens, and no synthetic fillers of any kind. What's in the bottle is exactly what the label says, informs your body can actually absorb. For people managing autoimmune conditions, IBS, chronic inflammation, migraines, or ADHD, Pure Encapsulations has developed a reputation that no marketing campaign could manufacture. It comes from real results, in real patients, over decades of use. The supplement industry is counting on your trust. They're counting on the fact that you'll see a familiar logo, a confident label, and a reasonable price, and assume someone, somewhere, verified that what's inside actually works. Most of the time, nobody did. You now know better. Share this video with someone who's been swallowing Centrum or Spring Valley for years thinking they're covered. And before you go, I want to hear from you. Drop your answer in the comments below. Which of these was the most shocking revelation for you today? Option A, I had no idea some tablets don't even dissolve in your body. That's terrifying. Option B, the Spring Valley lawsuit was wild, selling houseplant material as herbs. Option C, I'm most shocked that Airborne had zero clinical evidence and still became a massive brand. Comment A, B, or C below. I read every single one. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. New videos every week. Real information. No sponsored spin. See you in the next one.